When Chris Watts reported his wife and daughters missing, he looked like a worried husband, but what he was hiding would shock the nation. Shannon had been away for the weekend on a work-related trip, while Chris was home with the two girls for the weekend. At about 1:48 a.m., after a flight delay, an exhausted Shannon is finally dropped off at home by her friend. Later that morning, friends have grown worried that they've not heard from Shannon and that she wasn't returning their calls or texts. The officer gets Chris on the phone and asks him if he knows where his wife and kids are. He says he doesn't, but that he'll be home in about 5 minutes. He goes into the house through the inner garage door and closes it. He's in the house alone for just over a minute before opening the front door for police. Police notice that there is no bedding on the bed. It has been stripped off and bundled on the floor. Other than that, they don't see any signs of foul play. Police learn that the next door neighbor has a surveillance camera and they head over to see what he may have captured. The footage shows that the only person to come or go from the Watts home, at least from the front, is Chris himself, while Chris begins to over-explain himself. Chris's level of stress at this point is visible and obvious.
No.
He's over here telling you 3 times what he took out, what he did. He never talks. So the fact that he's over here blabbing his mouth makes me kind of suspicious.
Chris has agreed to be interviewed by 2 news stations. From the start, Chris's lack of emotions was on display for everyone to see and speculate. Psychologists noted that he even appeared to be smiling or even laughing at times. Investigators called Chris Watts to the police department that evening for questioning. Watts sticks to his story that he and Shannon had planned to separate, that she said she was going to stay with a friend, and that he had no idea where his wife and kids were. He does admit that things are beginning to look worrisome. CBI agent Tammy Lee, who will be administering Chris's polygraph.
The test is about to begin. Please remain still. Do you know where Shannon is now?
No.
Chris failed the polygraph test. And he didn't just fail. Investigators said he scored shockingly low. That's when investigators realized Chris Watts could be hiding something in his family's disappearance. The man everyone trusted was suddenly looking very suspicious.